We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Braves find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Eric Lauer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the AB now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. High and deep to center field. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
Ozzie Albies is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
To the plate now, Austin Riley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ball 2 now. A high fastball is in there.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Albies leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely 0 reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
So now here is Marcell Ozuna looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Pulled hard down the line in left. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. 0-1, here it comes. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And it's fouled away. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So here's Johan Camargo. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Ian Anderson, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He obviously found a great feel for that breaking ball while warming up before the game. Leadoff hitter getting 2 curveballs is usually not the norm.
Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Acuna finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. All set for the start of the inning, and up next will be Christian Pache.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
In there, a base hit.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start this second does not bode well for this pitcher.
Into the box now, Alex Jackson. Swinging a line drive. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
Ronald Acuna stands in as he looks at a called strike. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Pache stands at first with one out. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
The 1-1.
2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
High and deep to right center. Bradley is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Count remains full. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Next up is Austin Riley. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Ball 2. Outside. 3-0 now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pache is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's shine the light on Marcell Ozuna. Another one of those dynamic outfielders that you can't put in a box. Can he play center? Yes. Can he play right? Yes. Left? Yes. Go deep? Absolutely.
Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Travis Shaw is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The count now at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Still 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he struck him out as this epic battle goes to the pitcher and the side. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bradley on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Next to hit is Ehire Adrianza. He collected a base hit his first time up. The pitch. A ball and no strikes. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into very shallow right. Bradley is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Again, another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yelich gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Digging in now for the Brewers, Narvaez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. 1 out, bases empty, and in to hit next it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Bradley Jr. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. At the plate now is Luis Urias. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Acuna is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee as we check in with Heidi Watney. So here is Johan Camargo as we begin the top of the 4th. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kane on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now into the box, Christian Pache, a base hit in his first trip. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Vogelbach trying to get there. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Next, here is Alex Jackson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And he falls behind now. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
This is in the air out to right field. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. Down in. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Struck out in his first at-bat. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Lifted down the line in left. Ozuna on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. In is Christian Yelich. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
1-0 the count. Called strike at the knees. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. Swanson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Fouled off. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Full count. 3-2. Ozzie Albies is on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box, Austin Riley. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Marcell Ozuna is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And he fouls this one off. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. In now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
One ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Braves will settle for just. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Keston Hiura is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
2-2.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Daniel Vogelback becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Travis Shaw will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fouled away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Gone in order. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Kane is under it, 1 down. The batter will be Christian Pache. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to lower his sights a little bit right now. We talk a lot about this, the elevated heater. We're seeing it so much in today's game. He's got to find a way to make this pitcher work down in the zone just a little bit more.
1-1, here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Alex Jackson waits on deck. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
He's set. Here it comes. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-2.
3 ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he popped him up. And no one will get this one.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with 1 away. Acuna digs in now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Pache over at second. Jackson at first. 1 gone. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Road. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Now it'll be Narvaez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but it's off his glove. And a good throw gets him one gone. Show Track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncork a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Popped him up. Adrianza in foul ground, and he makes the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Brett Anderson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Marcell Ozuna. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Ehire Adrianza, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Anderson has tossed more than 1,000 innings at the big league level and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
From the stretch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Dansby Swanson will be next. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The next to bat for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ozuna, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the stretch.
Nope, outside.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Last half of the seventh here, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch.
Oh.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the seventh. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the seventh inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Acuna will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. One away for the Brewers in their half of the seventh, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike one.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in the count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Under it is Ozuna, and there are two gone now. Next for Milwaukee, Keston Hiura. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far. No balls and one strike. A runner on first with two away. And that one yanked just foul.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well.
We'll have to press pause as that strike three to retire the side. Justin Topa has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Johan Camargo will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. First pitch of the AB on its way. That's popped up out towards short right field. Wong backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So now to the plate, Alex Jackson. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen, as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
Nope.
Slider laid off for a ball.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Down the left field line and deep. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Braves are Luke Jackson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Dan Vogelbach is next. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
On a line, that's a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Nice execution right there. Kept his balance on a nasty breaking ball. His hand stayed back, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-2.
That's the ball.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider. Just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Vogelbach aboard here at first with nobody out. And he fouls this one off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
2-2 the count. Base hit into right center. The throw into second. And that's out number one. Striding in is Omar Narvaez. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first two tries. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there at the knees, strike one.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Matzik is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch in a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Over to Albies on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1. Need to get. Eric Yardley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Here's the 0-1.
Oh.
A ball and 2 strikes. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. And now here is Ozzie Albies. Singled homer run in his last time up. Don't want to forget about him. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Here's a look over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A runner at first with no outs here. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he'll dive back in. The 2-1 home. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. A runner at second, nobody out. Runner breaks for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. Stepping in next, Austin Riley flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2. Albies, a runner at second with one away. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone!
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
At the plate, Aire Adrianza, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Reaches and hits this one hard the other way, and that is down as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Josh Hader comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
2 out here and a runner at second. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning. Stepping up is Luis Urias. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Colton Wong will stand in as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Coming on is Ozuna. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. So next to hit is Christian Yelich, and he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1.
Boy, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Smoke toward the hole. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The Brewers down to their final strike. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy too.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Atlanta Braves get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Ian Anderson earned his 5th win of the year as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the Brewers, no runs, 5 hits, no errors.
Step on the deck, we need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone,
Inside the show, here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves got 11 hits overall as they stomped the Brewers 7-0. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Rays totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-1. Andrew McCutchen drove in an impressive 5 with 2 home runs as the Fightin' Phils got the best of the Blue Jays 9-2. The Nats put together 10 total hits as they got a road win against Arizona 7-4. Brian Anderson had 3 hits in the contest, leading the Fish to a win over the Dodgers 3-2. The Buccos knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-2. The Rockies picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-5. Andrew Miller earned his first victory of the season as the Cardinals took one from streak as they